And I really consider equality is a starting place and should not be the end position. We looked at unity, and I believe that the strength of unity is not in the crowd, it's not in the mob, it's in the one person who stands up and changes things, makes changes. So, and I think that never came out, but it occurred to me, because when I think of a crowd, I don't necessarily think of good things. And finally, we still talk about prosperity. And I think prosperity is about having enough and not seeking to have more. So those were the three topics. And although we didn't cover them the way I've interpreted them, I'm glad that I had other views, which gave me an opportunity to come to this conclusion. I really don't consider that I am particularly of one country. When I lived in England, I considered myself European, but I've lived in Africa and I've lived elsewhere. And really, the question is this relevant to the world? And will different countries take different approaches? I think that one of the things that came out was the fact that tradition often blocks progress. And perhaps in the West, countries are more prepared to move on from tradition. And I think one of the problems in countries like South Asia is that tradition and the grandparents will hold back the children. You can always rely on the children to make progress, but will the grandparents allow it? That's what the question I'm left with. I look at the principles of the society, and they're so good, they're so very good. And I think, how can you spread this message? And I'm not sure that I have an answer. I think perhaps you need to involve the media. Perhaps, I don't know. But certainly the strongest message will be by living what you believe and not just talking about it or writing about it.